As a Quaker, I'm also very deeply honored to be here because the military budget is something that is really got to look at, and we've got to take care of our people. I'm honored to talk to you about the unions. I'm a 4 generations union. My great-grandfather helped John Lewis organize the United Mine Workers. My great-grandfather was with the Weevils. My father was at the overpass with Ruther. I have been with 2 groups, the United Farm Workers and the Teamsters. And some people say, what are unions? When I was organizing in the fields for the grapes with Cesar Chavez, and we had the speakers, and we pulled the people out of those fields, we were giving them pride, integrity, that their work was worth something, that they weren't just slaves for the farm owners. I'll say it nicely. But this is what it's about. This is what the unions are about. When I've been organizing 30 years for the Teamsters. You see people coming from poverty to something important. Back with the United Farm Workers, when we were in Mississippi and Alabama and we're organizing there, and we were able to get trailers to go with the migrant workers so they could have a school and have hospitals, you know, as they went up, and they could get medical supplies. You saw people coming from nothing to pride. And that's what we need to really remember what the unions are about. Some people say, we're now arguing about collective bargaining. What is collective bargaining? It's kind of an abstract term. Not for me. It's putting food on people's table. It's making a 40-hour work week pay their bills. It's really simple. It's not very complex. Recently I had a job situation where I actually had to work in a non-union shop. And some of you that are professionals don't really understand what it's like when you're at this skill or the unskilled level. And I went into the shop and I was amazed of the business mentality and how these people are frightened that they're going to lose their jobs. In this environment now, the businessman wants to have their people contract help, going through an employment agency. Therefore, they don't have health coverage. Therefore, they don't have any job security. The shop I was in, when they wanted to get rid of somebody, and somebody was there for 3 years, they didn't even tell them why. They called the employment agency and said, you can call them today and tell them not to show up for tomorrow. They had no recourse. They had no, this is what the unions will supply. You at least have to explain to somebody why you're letting them go after 3 years. Collective bargaining is when, you know, you're trying to get enough food on the table. I'm going to repeat that. But the other thing is, I was working with people that were contract help, making $11 an hour, no health coverage. So what does that really mean? The guy next to me had a child that was sick. He had to make the decision if he's going to put food on the table or take the child to the hospital. Because he couldn't, if he got into a debt in the hospital, he could not get out of it. In the same sense, you see bad teeth, and people say, oh, they don't take care of teeth. How do you get to a dentist to clean your teeth when it costs $150 and the owner of this company won't give you enough money to even make sure that you have tires, good tires on your car to get to work? These are the things that we're fighting for. And this is what the businessman wants to do. He wants to set the mindset, well, our businesses have to be better and we have to cut salaries. I will tell you one thing. I was reflecting on, they had a Christmas party at this thing, and we thought it was good, but I won't go through the whole mechanics, that they ended up the only bonuses and everything cost them about $400. And you had like 40 people that were working in the shop part. And the owner came up, and I know that some of these people were wondering how they can get Christmas presents for their kids. Christmas present. Maybe I can get one, maybe I can get two. Oh, I don't know, we can't buy that big expensive thing. Because I can't afford it, I feel bad as a father, I feel bad as a mother. And you know what? That manager got up there and said, oh, we're doing so great, our business is doing so fine, our stockholders are really pleased, we've doubled our profits. He had an RV out in the parking lot, this is in Ann Arbor. The RV was a $150,000 RV. He used only 6 times for tail parties for the football, the U of M football things. And he didn't realize people were looking at that. His own workers said, boy, that's bigger than my apartment. And the disconnect between the businessmen and their workers. Now we have 3 states that are in flux, 3 states that we're fighting for. What does it mean to take away collective bargaining? It means you can knock the people down. You can make them nothing. When you get a budget and the governor of Wisconsin says openly, well, we're going to cut business tax and we're going to cut the budget. And the way you cities can handle this is best, we're going to give you a way out. We're going to get rid of collective bargaining so you can pay your people less. You can take away health coverage. This is the bottom line we're working about, human people, the people's souls. In Michigan, well, Ohio has just passed that the employees, state employees, can no longer collective bargain. So we already lost Ohio. We're going to have to fight back over there. Wisconsin, God bless those Democrats are still staying away. Just across the way in our own Michigan capital, they're going to be putting bills through to get rid of collective bargaining. Now here's the cute thing, it's called emergency management bills. You know, let's cut our budget, let's cut taxes, let's cut the business tax, let's tax the old, the people that have worked hard, the people that have done their share, let's tax them, and let's get rid of collective bargaining. You know, if we're going to save money getting rid of collective bargaining, you know what we can do? It's very simple. We're going to try to take away money for teachers, and a little bit here, and police. Why don't we pay them nothing? And have them just, you know, work for free. That's the mentality that's out there. And that's a very serious mentality. And my concern is there are so many voters that aren't getting what this is all about. They're buying into this conversation or dialogue that, oh yeah, and they don't connect collective bargaining to putting food on the table. And that's what our job is here. That's what I hope the message I can give to all of you. You know, every one of you, please just have 5 people at your house. Talk about this issue. Get them aware of, you know, it's not some union big group out there. We're individuals. We're the ones that try to put food on the table. We try to get health care for the single white mother that needs it. We're there that are trying to get teeth taken care of, dental. And make sure that people can live a decent wage at 40 hours a week, not 50, 60, 70 hours. Just to mention this, Tuesday, March the 8th, this Tuesday at 9 o'clock, we're going to march at the Capitol building at the steps to try to show support for the workers and show that the emergency management bill is bad. So please help reach out to people. Tell them what's going on. Tell them the silliness.